And we are here with Game On Sports at Town Park here in Austin, Texas, to take on the Austin Maroons sitting at 5-2 and your Highland Park Scots at 2-0 on this early season. The principals have dapped it up and headed to their respective goals, and we are going to sit here with a face-off. And looks to be Christian Reeves out there at the X. And we have us a game, folks. Highland Park with possession. Back up top, Iverson. Back down through X. Wheeler on the turn. Peyton Smith with a shot. He has just returned from injury. They have him in here early for some action. And welcome back to the game, my friend. Down to Holmes, looking for a lane. Parker Addison was just a little bit too, got a good shot there. Parker Addison was a little bit too outside to have any leverage on the turn and get a shot, and they just forced their hand back up to the lane and took a shot. And that was Wheeler operating through X. Really didn't get picked up on the slide. Dropped it in low, and Liam Lord had to handle that and couldn't quite pick that thing up. Scott's up 1-0. It's about 77 and overcast. It's a great day. I don't know that I want to be covered up in a bunch of gear, but Maroons on the face-off. Quick shot. Abel wasn't able to get a clean clear. The Austin High pressure was a little bit in tight on the goal and forced a dirty clear. Diego Rosales forces in through X. Garcia up top looking at a lane. Slide forces him out. Back in through X. Harrison Hansen got goal line extended and took a shot wide. Austin retains possession. The Highland Park Ride forced a turnover. Good hustle play by Matt Gallus. Jackson Holmes basically standing on the crease and just right into the goalie. Lord forced the turnover. Austin with a clean clear. Marcado back over to Hansen. Hansen fakes a shot. Drills the pipe. That doesn't score anything. Marks looking for a lane. Got a clean shot on a missed slide. Shot low. wasn't able to get down on it. And we are all tied up 1-1 here with 8:32 gone in the first. Frank Mosa in with a procedure. Austin picks up. Josh Garcia on the wing. Austin back in through X. Maroons come up, look for a lane. Jackson Hansen got forced. In through the crease. And Ben Abel is pleading his case to no avail. He was on the crease, pushed in, and they called goal. Mosa back in there with a clean pickup. Well, had a clean pickup. There we go. Scott's ball. Sam Wheeler back up top. Austin's trying to reset. Iverson wants to take advantage of the mismatch. Shoots wide. Now they're going to resettle everything. Get all the parties back where they wanted them. Peyton Smith down the wing. Addison looking to exploit the lane. Wheeler back forced on the turnover. Addison with good pressure from attack. Zach Mercado kind of cools it up top, trying to get their alignment the way they wanted it. Now he's looking for a wing, unloads it, and Abel is on it all the way off the stick. Harrison McCallum helps out on the clear going wide. And what you want to do is kind of stretch those attackmen on their defensive stance and see if you can spread the field, and that kind of cleared everything up for them. Paxton Smith back down through X into Addison. We're going to get this sorted out here and dismiss some time. Jackson Holm takes a shot over the goal. Kind of drew a slide late and forced his bottom hand, went up high. Addison's going to bring the ball in for a Highland Park possession. Hedgemill back up top. They're going to run this thing through the top and try to exploit a lane. They've brought Addison all the way up through X. Austin they are gonna get stifled here. Out of bounds, Austin ball. Chad Morrison brings it in. Over to Josh Garcia, back through the keeper. Long clear, forces pressure. Mims with possession. Ethan Scott with some good pressure there, forcing him out. Harrison Hansen looking to shoot and goes wide. Austin maintains possession. Mims will bring it in here. Scott's ball. Clean clear. Addison Smith brings it down the lane. Back over to Parker Addison, who sets it up top. Walker Kashada. Harrison Hands just got... I'm sorry, that was Jackson Holmes just got laid out on a slide. They took him up high, and somebody's going to serve some time on that. Scotts will be man up. Scott's down 2-1 as they call a timeout. Looking to make the most of this power play. Scott's down 2-1, as I said, with 4:11 left. See if Highland Park can make the most of this with the power play and possession, and they'll come out and attempt to probably set. I don't know if they're going to try and score quickly. I think he's getting a minute for cross-checking. Yeah, Highland Park is traveling down to Austin here. We have Lake Travis tomorrow for, I think it's a 11 o'clock face-off. And that's kind of how you do it in the THSLL. You kind of barnstorm into town and pick up some games and do what you can on the travel trip, and hopefully you get some good games in with some good talent that you haven't seen before and typically won't see till the playoffs. This Maroon squad at 5-2, they have a victory over Strake Jesuit out of Houston, which, I mean, they have typically been no slouch, but you know, who really knows? We haven't played lacrosse in a couple of years, it seems like. Jackson Holmes over. Zach Wheeler back. Hedgemo. Wheeler with the pickup on the ground ball. Dish late, was man on man down on the crease, and Highland Park could not convert. They're going to set it back up. Wheeler with a shot. Still loose. Ground ball. Paxton Smith shoots high. Smith with the ball. Over to Wheeler. They set it back up top with Gordon. Gordon in looking for a lane. Tries to serve it up to Iverson sitting in on the crease. Couldn't convert again. They are certainly having opportunities. Highland Park doesn't seem to be able to handle the pass due to some pressure down low, and they're just closing off the middle lane and conceding the outside. Addison feeds to Smith. Smith takes a shot. Highland Park retains possession with 26 left on the shot clock. And the penalty is cleared. Pass over to Smith, wide, never really touched it. Austin Maroon's ball. Mims will handle it up top as Austin resets. That was a peanut save there off somebody's grill. Over to Garcia. Garcia to Thompson. The Highland Park defense forces wide, takes the turnover. Singleton up the wing. Parker Addison on the shot to tie it up. I mean, we're still early in the first quarter. We're a minute 6, tied up 2-2, and it seems to me that Highland Park has a little bit more athleticism on transition and can take more advantage of that. Mosa wins the face-off, converts to Wheeler. Wheeler shoots. Austin gets a clean clear. They reset. Miller Marks checking in for Austin. Hansen with a shot. He beat his man with a high dodge and had an overhand shot, bounced it over the net. Garcia there with a nice pickup and convert. Yeah, Garcia picked up the ground ball, took a quick shot. Hansen back through X with a nifty behind the back pass. And that is the end of our first quarter. And as I said, we are at Town Park in Austin, Texas. A high 70-degree day, a light breeze, overcast. Just beautiful weather. It's not hot. It's not cold. just right. And we are tied up 2-2. We have completed the inspection of the face-off stick. A lot of people watch girls and boys lacrosse, and a number of people ask me about it. It's not the same game, but it's funny because they inspect the sticks, whereas the girls just drop them and then they frisk them down. They check the equipment after the score. It's kind of like a horse race. Ran out the clock with no conceded possession, so we'll go back to the face-off. So we're going to switch ends and get everything going here again in a second. Christian Reeves in for Highland Park on the face-off against Harrison McMahon. Reeves with possession. Over to Charlie Fielder. Back in through X. Quinn Gordon up top. Smith checks in. Kind of an unforced turnover there. Austin with the pickup and quick goal from Zach Mercado. He's out about 15 feet out and just unloaded it on a lane. And unfortunately, Abel wasn't able to catch up with it. Rosales with the ball. Hedgemo forcing him out, or giving him pressure certainly. Austin kind of felt like the end was coming and called a timely timeout in order to retain possession, and then they're just going to kind of get over there and talk about it, set it up from where they are on the outside, and see what they can do to keep the machine rolling with a 3-2 lead over Highland Park here in the second quarter, with just a tick under 50 seconds gone. Highland Park, unfortunately, has given up a quick goal on an untimely turnover. We have it all discussed, and we are ready to roll again here. Austin will retain possession, maroon ball on the wing. HP comes out playing defense with an added LSM. Zach Mikado back up top. Wesley Iverson with some pressure. Ben Abel with a good save. Long clear. And Highland Park is attacking. I think they're trying to convert offense a little bit quicker instead of setting it up and being more deliberate. They're trying to exploit the transition game. Parker Addison with possession. Over to Jackson Holmes. Wesley Iverson back up top. Back over to Holmes. Back into Zach Wheeler. Wheeler beat his man on kind of a bouncy turnover, unloaded up top to Fielder. Fielder shoots, and he was a little bit high on that. HP retains possession. Fielder again. Back down to Holmes, in through X. Time running out. Jackson Holmes just unloads it on the top. Beat the goalie. He could not. He was set up low and he couldn't get up to it. They were flirting with a possession turnover on the clock. We are all tied up 3-3. Frank Mosa in. Highland Park ball on the yard sale strip on the deep hole. Fielder. Fielder back into Addison. Addison took a shot off the top pipe. That would have been a pretty one if he could have got it down another 2 inches. Kashada back down. Addison feeds up top to George Denby. Denby back over. They're going to try the left lane here. Good Highland Park choice by Sam Wheeler. Jonathan Thomas on the pickup ground ball. Resets the clock and spins the field. Highland Park back down on offense. Addison is hustling and getting some shots on once he has leverage. Very active player. Roll dodge, he was just smothered. Ground ball. And Austin still is yet to get possession. Walker Kashka scoops in and rolls downfield with the ground ball. And we have an injured Maroon on the field. Looks to be Cruz Agnew. Looks like he was grabbing his hammy or up under his own power, and they'll sub him out. Like Cole Mason checking in for Austin. Highland Park will retain possession and roll in at the top. Sam Wheeler shoots. Jackson Holmes back down. Addison. Paxton Smith with a shot wide. Addison will bring it in. Pass interrupted by Chad Morrison of Austin. Jackson Holmes shot wide. Highland Park retains possession. Surgical. Parker Addison gets open on the wing, has a lane to shoot, unloads at top shelf, just on the mark. He has certainly been trying to exploit that on the that left side coming up that lane, and has finally found that opportunity. And maybe the mix is more getting further out with a leveraged shot instead of close in dives. Austin with possession. They have to rush the clear. Charlie Fielder with some good pressure there on the ball. And Highland Park kind of had to reset with a loose man down in the corner. And we have a flag down. Highland Park is up 4-3 here with just over 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Iverson was going to bring it in up top. We're going to switch things up here. And now we have Austin ball. Zach Mercado's going to bring it in for Austin. Iverson on the pressure. Hedgemo forces Austin out. Back over to Mercado. They drew pressure in the middle from Highland Park, forced it back outside, went low to high up top, and have tied this up. Frank Mosa for Highland Park back in for face-off with a procedure call. Rosales up top for Austin. Addison out for pressure on defense. Brings his man down the wing. Highland Park forces a ground ball with a quick turnover. Alex Mims picks it up basically at the top of the crease and unloads it up top. And Austin has made a very short and brief run that Highland Park needs to kind of circle their wagons and right the ship, get some possession time. Just over 5 minutes left here in the second. Christian Reeves in for the face-off. Riley kind of got his lower hand forced out with a turnover, and Austin retains possession. Austin gets possession. And we have a timeout, and I think they're attempting to Austin's attempting to set up. It was kind of a transitional offense, and they just really didn't feel like they could make a run, and of course called timeout in order to ready the ball up top and hopefully keep this run going. Highland Park's obviously going to counter with some strong defense, probably come out with an LSM and try to align a stronger defense, force them out, get a turnover, and run this down, convert. But you also have Austin. Austin's played 7 games to Highland Park's 2. They obviously didn't play in 1 game, so they would have had 3. But there's 2 games, and first one's with Memorial and then Coppell, and they both handled those relatively strong. And this is the first test that they've seen thus far this season, although it is early. Josh Garcia will run it up top to Zach Mercado. He's going to set up a run down the wing. Thompson stifles him, shuts him down on the wing. They force it back outside. Iverson with some strong defense. Forced shot by Hanson over the goal. Yeah, Hansen got leverage on his man and rolled back, who was right on Abel's stick. Abel had a relatively easy save, although, I don't know how you can call an easy save when it's coming in at about 60 at your chest, but it was a save regardless. It was right on the stick. And then we had some shenanigans after the shot, which forced man down for Highland Park, and the unfortunate side is Austin retains possession on the power play. Forced turnover on pressure. Highland Park will bring it up, try to convert it on the offensive zone. Ethan Scott checking in here, and he brought it down to the wing. Charlie Fielder got a shot off and sacrificed a glove in the process, but it was a highly pressured shot. It wasn't clean. Quinn Gordon comes down the lane and takes a shot up high. Gordon over on the wing. Doubled. Finds an open man. Jackson Holmes went in on the crease for a shot and paid the price for it. Fielder up top. Fielder just beat his man on leverage, takes the lefty on the right hand side of the goal and for an easy shot. Liam Lord really didn't react to it. He was still set up wide. And we are at 5-5 here with 2:42 left in the second. And Highland Park has answered back. Highland Park with possession. Paxton Smith with a handy little dish over to Hermosa. Hedgemo comes in late, playing some defense. Hedgemo's going to do some time over in the box. That was a handy little dish off the front of the crease. Highland Park retains possession. Sam Wheeler takes offense to the force out. Austin ball. Wheeler with a, I'll just call it frustration defense. He's gonna, once we get this settled down, he's gonna go over and serve some time as well. Marks with the ball. Come in, Paxton Smith is on his hands. Smith is a very active player, both offense and defense. And first game back. You gotta like that. Wheeler's over there receiving some instruction. Austin ball with Harrison Hansen with possession. So see what Highland Park can do here, man down. Abel's done very well today working both sides of the net. They haven't really done, Austin hasn't been nice save by Abel. He hasn't with a clean clear. Oh, there's a clean clear. He had his man on the run, just dropped a dime right in his stick, and they unfortunately couldn't reel it in. Lord intercepts that pass intended through X. And we're going to flip the field. Zach Marcato back over to Miller Marks. Eight seconds on the clock. Looking for a late shot. Hansen unloads wide. Austin will retain possession. They want the benches moved back. This has been a gym dandy thus far. Highland Park is tied up with Austin 5-5. The Maroons came out and executed a game plan. The one little exposure that we've seen is transition, and Highland Park will obviously address that and see what they can do in the second half. And again, from Austin, Texas, here at Town Park for Game On Sports, this is Jim Dixon. We'll be back here in less than 10 minutes for the second half. And we are back at it here at Town Park in Austin, Texas, for the second half of Highland Park and Austin Maroons lacrosse. Christian Reeves is going out for the face-off. They have been, thus far this season, kind of not really sticking with one guy, kind of going with a hot hand, switching it up a little bit. With the new rules on face-offs, that really are weighing towards ground ball wins instead of just the face-off guy winning and running down. And Austin with possession. Underhand dish up to McMallen with an early shot. Abel was on that, read that off the stick down low. Mason Gallus with some strong pressure. Ethan Scott on the ball. Nathan Thomas basically forced the leverage play and extended their possession, making them work. He was looking for the goal line extended to get leverage and roll back, and Highland Park was able to stop that. Austin retains ball. Abel with a great hustle play, didn't get the possession call, but you like to see your goalie out there hustling. Gallus with some strong defense. Two men collided, and he was the only one standing when it was over with. Clear down to Hedgemo. Hedgemo with possession. Highland Park back in with Addison back through X. That's been a great addition in this game for them to have that extra weapon off the bench with Addison coming in off an injury. Highland Park not really finding anything to exploit or seeing that setup that they're looking for. Maybe a mismatch, something they could take advantage of like that. Iverson in off basically the face of the goal with an easy toss and dump. Unfortunately, unable to convert. Working it like magic. Parker Addison again in off the lane. Picks up a late slide, and the slide basically forced his shot in, and he just dumped it over Liam Lord's head for a goal. And that is what Highland Park is looking to do, is take advantage of that and build on that momentum, see if they can make a lengthy run. Because as we all know in lacrosse, just because you made a goal doesn't mean you don't get the ball back, because you still got to do that. We have another possession call. Austin with the ball up top. Rosales up waiting for his offense to get set up. And Hansen unloads off the wing down low. Ben Abel those hot screamers off the turf are tough to get down and cover on. And that just went to the back of the goal. And the Austin Maroons are just not going away. They are going to hang around and hang around. They feel like they can do that with these guys from the north, and they can hang with them. And they've proven thus far that they can. Brian Rapp checking in. Rapp over to Charlie Fielder. Sets up a lane. Hedgemo goes in. Didn't have the best shot, but regardless took it. Highland Park again looking to exploit. Jackson Holmes dishes and then fills in on the crease on the face. Highland Park forced to take a shot with running out of clock. 80 seconds seems like a lot of time, and you get trying to set your offense up, and 80 seconds drains down fairly quick. Mason Gallus with a handy ground ball pickup for a conversion. Fielder in with his toes on the crease, had a little window to work with and went over the top. Liam Lord fills that goal nicely. He's a tough goalie to face. Wow. Parker Addison unloads. I have to check that. I'm sorry, that was Walker Cashada. Unloaded after he checked in. Left up top unattended with the lane open and took advantage of it. Christian Reeves wins the face-off Highland Park possession. Jackson Holmes takes a lefty shot, and Liam Lord stifles him on the save. Josh Garcia, they're doubling him up, trying to pressure the ball. Finds his open man. Zach Mercado, he swings wide. Ben Abel brings it up. Saw an open goal and just unloaded it. Lord was able to cover and get back in. Zach Mercado is a fast kid. He opened up some ground. And he is down after the shot. He's up, coming off under his own power. And they will sub in and answer back with Harrison Dean. Thompson's forced off the lane. Ill-advised pass into the middle. Highland Park picks up the ground ball. Over to Mason Galla. Galla dishes to Addison. We're back up top, setting up the offense. Oh my gosh. Wesley Iverson just sneaks across the goal face, unloads that thing down low, and Highland Park is back in business. 8-6, 4:38 left. And this formerly mentioned 77 is now turned into 80. The sun is up now. Christian Reeves in. Rosales wins the ground ball for Austin. Set up wide to Hanson. Kashada checks in late, forces a ground ball. Highland Park converts, and they're back on offense. And we got a timeout called. Austin kind of felt like that looked a little out of sorts and want to reset it. So again, from Town Park here in Austin, it's a Game On Sports at a 6-8 Highland Park lead. And you have Highland Park, a team from the THSLL North, coming down. Hopefully going to pick up 2 wins down here. And Austin, the Austin Maroons are not having any of it. They are bowing their back and going to show them the ground shift of what's happened in THSLL with the Central is a little bit more competitive than it was just a few years ago. What has typically happened is you have basically, the North rolls, the state championship rolls through the North, and as the game grows and the youth development happens, and things are just a little bit statewide, a little bit more competitive than they have been in the past. And we have Paxton Smith up on the wing. Over to Quinn Gordon. Quinn Gordon's looking for a spot to go. Nice rollback dodge. Gordon got a good shot off, just a little wide. Nice roll. Smith had a good roll, found a lane, unloaded it, went top over the goal, and Highland Park retains possession. Reset the clock. Cole Hansen for Austin with a good, and then we turned it over. That's how fast this game is. Fielder over to Gordon, and Gordon just unloads top low to high. And the Scots advance their lead 9-6 with 2:44 left. Christian Reeves in for the face-off. He's done fairly well today with another win. Errant toss through the end line. He kind of got rushed a little bit and was looking to unload to one of the poles and then just convert it down to a traditional clear, and just got ahead of him and down the end line, and Austin comes up with possession. Luke Thompson looking. Back up top for Austin. Picked up the slide late. And Jackson Hansen just puts it down in the lower part of the net on the outside. And Austin isn't going away. They are no shrinking violets by any stretch of the imagination. Bringing this to 7-9 Highland Park. 2 minutes left. Just over 2. Highland Park released early before possession. And they're going to hold it up top till we get the matchups we want. Diego Rosales will hang out up top till he's got it. It looks like he does. Takes the screen. Hedgemo comes in, covers the screen well. Frank Mosa forces him outside the lane. Thompson with a good extended defensive ride here. Highland Park was doubling the ball and trying to force a turnover, and it looked like they had it, and Austin just found an open slot in the middle, and it was man on man against Abel, and he faked low and took him high. Austin scores another goal, and we're sitting at 8-9 with just under a minute left here in the third. Iverson with the pickup. And just went right to the cage. Highland Park. Over to Holmes. Quinn Gordon picks up the ground ball after the couple little over back tosses and Paxton Smith with a good run, shot on goal. Can't convert the clear. Not cleanly anyway. And we have run out of time here in the third with no defined possession, so we will come back out to X in the fourth quarter, so we'll start with a face-off. Again, this is Jim Dixon here at Town Park in Austin, Texas for Game On Sports here in the fourth quarter with Highland Park leading 9-8 over the Austin Maroons. And this is far from a match that you would have seen just even a few years ago. As I said, the game has improved statewide with the youth programs. The ability to for some of these lacrosse teams to entice athletes to play this very exciting sport, and there's just kids that show up and play and they're like, I wish I would have done this when I was 3, and just enjoy the game, love to play it, and that's kind of what you're seeing. Is you're seeing 2 substantial size squads out here with kids that just love to play, and it's been a great game so far, and nobody's really gotten over on anybody, and just very evenly matched. So we have Hayden Hedgemo in here for the face-off. Completely new, and he had it. We have a push Highland Park ball. Frank Mosa up top. Over to Kashada. He's checked in late in the second half, and he has made every opportunity. Wheeler looked like he had a lane to go in, and opted to continue the offense, and they rolled that thing through X. Fielder on the wing, shoots wide. Addison Park will bring it in. Errant pass to Frank Mosa. 1 second on shot. And Parker Addison had to rush on his shot and didn't really get the leverage he wanted. Austin will bring it up on the clear. Brian Rapp checking in. Playing Thompson down the wing. Strong defense from Nathan Harper. Turnover out of bounds. Highland Park ball. Brian Rapp with a nifty little dodge and just could not get clear. Mason Galla, he's played strong defense this game thus far, brings it down. Charlie Fielder unloads and sets up in X. Or no, he's wide on the wing through X. Quinn Gordon had a late shot. And they got him caught up in the slide, and he really didn't get a clean effort. Highland Park with a loose ball. They have to reset with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Down through the end line. Austin's ride kind of stifled it a little bit. Highland Park comes in to disrupt the clear. Force a lengthy clear. That takes years off a coach's life when you clear like that, but sometimes you find the open man downfield. And we roll in for a timeout to talk about it. I can only imagine with it being 80 degrees and this late in the day that it's a little hot on the turf. Now, as I said, that both teams have played very evenly throughout the game, and there was one little 3-goal run that Highland Park was looking to exploit and separate from Austin, and Austin answered back, and these two teams are really evenly matched, and as the season extends on and on into the playoffs, it'll certainly make a very interesting matchups and interesting runs as these guys get placed into spots in the playoffs, depending on where they draw and what regions they're sent to, and it'll certainly make for some good matchups and some exciting lacrosse here late in the season. Austin with the ball. Rosales up top. Back to Rosales. He's going to swing wide with Wesley Iverson on him, not giving any ground. They had Jackson Hansen coming up the wing, and he just split the defenders. Had a quick shot into the left-hand side of the goal, Abel was not able to, didn't have the ability to catch up to that thing because he had momentum coming behind him and just got goal line extended, turned with leverage, and just unloaded it. And we are back 9-9. Here was 7:53 left in the fourth. Christian Reeves with winning the face-off. HP's kind of not really finding an effective spot to land. And Sam Wheeler picks up the ground ball. Unfortunately, has a keeper out of the cage on a pass. Comes back in. Austin ball converts. And then just that quick, Austin's back on offense. Paxton Smith in playing some aggressive defense out on the perimeter. Shot wide off the pipe. Jackson Hanson with the shot. Luke Thompson will bring it in. Over to Hanson. Hanson couldn't get leverage on his man, shot wide. Mims again. Highland Park is certainly contesting the lanes on the ride. They're closing off everything that they have. They're basically forcing Austin to run back up and try and come up through the goal face instead of working back through the backside. Abel with a good save. Didn't know he had it at his feet. Highland Park converts. They reset the offense. Addison over to Wheeler. Wheeler back up top. Iverson, they get a momentum shift with Smith coming in. Iverson in there mucking it up. Rewards Highland Park with possession. Good hustle play to retain possession. Wheeler setting his man up. Found Paxton up top for the shot. Highland Park retains possession. Wheeler up the lane and takes a shot right off the top pipe. Parker Addison's operating through X here. Shot was interrupted by a stick. Highland Park retains possession. Clock resets. Iverson got leverage on his man, rolled back and popped it in. Highland Park up 9-10. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the fourth. Possession, Austin ball. They're tight on the procedure calls today on the face-offs. Obviously, that will be something to be corrected over the week. Kashada on the ride forces his man out. Oh. They swing through X. Mims wide open. Shoots to the right on the goal. And Abel was set up narrow and just could not catch up to it. We're all tied up. 10-10. Another procedure on the face-off. Austin's ball. Rosales was set up top, denied the screen, and swings wide. Hanson brings down through X. Nathan Harper is back there playing some tenacious defense. Certainly slowing him down on the right. Donovan really sneaks in and sets up for that assist. Runs the length of the field on the steal. Pops across field. And Sam Wheeler just drills it into the back of the net. Highland Park is up 11-0 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the fourth. Neither team thus far has really done anything to separate, and this is fairly evenly matched. Christian Reeves wins the draw. Highland Park unable to clear. Austin resets. Thought we had one more switch to go and did not. Luke Thompson remains in up top. Wesley Iverson wins the ground ball, swaps the field, goes down and sets the offense. Charlie Fielder right on the goalie's gloves. Parker Addison with the ball. Highland Park timeout. They're going to set this thing up with shot clock is irrelevant. We have less than a minute left, 57. So obviously they are going to come out and at the very least retain possession, at the very most try and get one more in. And Highland Park will hopefully sneak out of Town Park with a 1 or 2 goal win, but a win nevertheless. We'll see what Austin comes out to counter with. If the Maroons come out with an LSM, try and force the ball, pressure a turnover. Regardless to with a minute left, they're going to have to make quick work to convert anything. If you're Austin, Highland Park is just going to spread the ball out and avoid pressure. Ball's loose. Charlie Fielder picks it up. Parker Addison with the ball down on the ground. He's just trying to retain possession, and it's not the neatest, cleanest, but it's effective. Highland Park, and on turnover they lose. Josh Garcia picks up the ground ball. They have to convert to defense. 18 seconds left. As I said, the shot clock is irrelevant, but it is reset. 18 seconds left. Austin is going to talk about how they're going to set up and try and convert a quick goal with 18 seconds left and send this thing into overtime. Should this thing go overtime, they'll put I don't remember the exact time on the clock. They'll put first goal wins though with it's obviously an abbreviated quarter. And again, just as Austin did on the defensive zone, we'll see what Highland Park counters with. I'll tell you what, Town Park is treated to a gym here, and the fans are loving it. They are. They are enjoying them some high school lacrosse. It's been a great game so far. Josh Garcia up top. Quinn Gordon on the ride. That was handy. Mason Gallus picks up the ground ball, runs out the clock. That young man's had a heck of a game today. He's played some great defense, and that was some timely defense when he picked up that ground ball and stifled it for Austin. And Highland Park comes out of town here, 11-10 on the win. And as I said, this has been a great game so far and a very enjoyable day. Those guys will get over there and dap it up on the sidelines, and Austin and Highland Park will shake and congratulate each other on a great game. But as I said, this is the first half of the second part of a barnstorming tour down here to Austin, Texas for Highland Park. And they will be playing Lake Travis tomorrow. And they'll get probably a good meal and a little team time and get ready for tomorrow. Tape a Band-Aid on whatever needs a Band-Aid on it and tape an aspirin to whatever needs an aspirin on it. And they will get it going in the morning tomorrow and hopefully head back to the Metroplex with 2 wins under their belt. But this brings Austin to 5-3 and Highland Park to 3-0 on this early season. And as I said, Austin has had a great season thus far, and they didn't walk away with a victory, but they certainly showed that they are a team to be contended with. Well, Highland Park will saddle it up in the morning and play a quick game and get out of Dodge. And again, for Game On Sports, this has been a presentation of Highland Park Scots Lacrosse down here in Austin, Texas at Town Park. And spring has sprung, and it's in the 80s, and the cedar will start blooming soon. So it'll be something great to look for. But as I said, it's been a great game. But for Game On Sports, this has been Jim Dixon. And we will see you tomorrow